How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. My name is Henry, and I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because in this episode, we're going to talk about how to live a peaceful life. If you want peaceful people, peaceful experiences, love, light, this is the episode for you because we're going to talk about how to become the powerful attractor of those things. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So pick a word. It could be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive space. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. Well, before we get started, if there's something that resonates with you in this episode, if you're on YouTube or Spotify, you can actually leave a comment below. Not only does that help me know what you enjoy or took away from the episode, but somebody else might read your comment and might inspire them to give this podcast a listen. I want to make this the #1 mindset podcast in the world, and the best way to do that would be together. So whether you leave a comment or share this with somebody, it means the absolute world to me, and I could never thank you enough. But let's dive into today's message. So this is a tough one. This is something I see a lot of people struggling with, and it's almost as if you have to be a certain way, and it's not fair, but to attract what it is that you desire. So in this example, people do bad things. To you, you've had people that do evil things. And I talk about how forgiveness is for you, not for them. You see, what's within you, you will experience in the world. That doesn't mean if you're the most peaceful person in the world that you only will experience peace, but your internal state will operate as if you're in peace no matter what is going on externally. Think of it like a stress level. If you're someone that's really calm, cool, collected, even when things get difficult, you're still maintaining that state, that state of being. Like you still maintain that. Well, the same is true with peace, love, happiness, joy. When that's within you, you will basically be at that baseline no matter what is going on externally. Well, sometimes people wrong you. They do evil things. They do mean things. They do hurtful things, whether it's intentional or not. But you see, if we can't forgive them and truly forgive them, truly get into a space of acceptance, of understanding, of goodness with them, that doesn't mean that you have to be around them forever, but I'm just meaning the internal state, like truly give them the peace that you deserve. If you can give that to them, what will happen is you will start attracting new scenarios, new situations with people that are in alignment with you. So if your family dynamic is not good, or your work dynamic is not good, whatever it is, where they are clearly in the wrong, if you have a certain feeling towards them, you will create and attract more situations that will keep that energy within you. You see, like attracts like, and that's true for frequency. So if you are trying to be peaceful, if you're trying to have love, if you're trying to be in that high frequency. But yet when somebody wrongs you, you have anger towards them, you have resentment towards them. That feeling or that energy that you have towards them is within you. So the law of attraction says we need to create more environments to where they stay in this state, because that's clearly the state they're choosing to be in, even though somebody else caused the issue. But if you can give that person what you deserve, which is love, understanding, patience, and forgiveness, then that starts being what's within you. And then the law of attraction says, well, I need to attract more scenarios, more situations that create that internal state for them. And that's how the shift starts to happen. So when somebody does something, and it could be on a scale, right? Whether it's just something that's annoying or something that's actually evil, if somebody does those things, I'm not saying you have to be around them or that you have to put up with them or that you have to keep them in your life. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying you don't have to be the one that removes them. You give them love, you show up where you're supposed to, you be the light, you be the joy, you do all those things despite how they are. In fact, be it in their presence, because if you can't be loving in someone's presence, then you're not fully loving in yourself, meaning you are in that state conditionally. And I know it takes time, it may take boundaries, it may take steps to get into a place where you can be around people that are the negative energy or used to bring the negative energy out of you. It does take time to get there, but the faster you can be around the negative energies, the hurtful energies, the painful energies, and still maintain love within you and only give them love, the law of attraction is going to work so strongly in your favor that they will get pulled away because they'll be so opposite of your frequency, they can't be on your level. So you don't have to be the person that cuts people out of their life intentionally. Be the person that just attracts the life they desire, and they won't fit in it. The solution will be so simple. The solution will be so clear. That doesn't mean people won't take offense to you living your life. Of course they will. But when you are solely the light, when you are solely love, there's nothing that they could actually say that would have an impact. Because anybody that's missing you as you live your life, anybody that has judgment on the way you live your life, especially if you're living it in love and light, trying to be the example, they are only upset. Their worries, their concerns are only coming from what they are losing by you becoming. I've had to tell a few people this recently, and it's tough. When you start to go on this path, when you start to change your frequency, you really start identifying who you want to become, how you want to do all those things. People that are in the higher frequency, the enlightened or whatever you want to call it, they will say, you're growing. I love seeing the growth you're making. Whether or not you're going towards them or away from them, they will see your growth and they'll be so proud of you. They might miss you, if your path takes them away from them, but they will be so proud, so exciting, so encouraged by what it is that you're doing, and probably encouraging you as well. Those are the higher frequency people. The people that are at or below your frequency state, they might say you've changed. You're changing, Henry. Something's changing. You're not around as much. You're not this, you're not that. They're going to see what they are not getting from you when you are giving to yourself. Now, when you want to become selfish, there has to be an end goal. You want to become selfish because you're learning how to put love or pour love into you by healing, by growing, by forgiving, and becoming this beacon of healed light. You have to be selfish to do that. You cannot continually pour into other people's cups if you don't even know how to fill up your own. So you need to be selfish around that aspect of how to fill up your cup. The world benefits from you being the best version of you. It's not about your circle of people benefiting. Yes, of course we want to help the people that are close to us and we love and have been there from the beginning. That's not a normal thing to want to help those people. But they are not more important than somebody else. My brother, of course, I'm very close. That's my brother, right? You have that blood, that bond. And so you have that natural closeness. But he's not more valuable than someone I don't know. Their lives are equally as equal. Your family around you, they're not more valuable than somebody overseas, in a different country. We're all equal. So when we go on the path of truly being the light to where it's supposed to be, meaning I'm saying, hey, I'm not choosing my path necessarily. I'm listening to God. I'm listening to the universe. I'm healing myself. And then I'm presenting and going where it's presented for me to go. I'm not controlling that. I don't need to control that. The only thing I control is the energy within me. When you go on that path, you might find yourself away from the people that were close to you. And they may not understand, and that's okay. They can grow too. They have the same option to go on a path that you are. You're the example, so they could see what you're doing. It's up to them to decide to do it. You have that path. You have that power. So stop having resistance to the things that have hurt you. Give them love. Give them forgiveness. Give that energy a chance to leave you so that you can fulfill yourself or fill yourself with what you are, with what you desire, and allow the law of attraction to attract it to you. That's how this works. That's how you live a peaceful life, because you're peaceful within. You're not people pleasing. You are the healing. Being around you is a healing energy. You are love, so being around you feels like love, but you're not a people pleaser anymore. You're not living life based upon what you assume other people's assumptions are of you. Not anymore. That's a lower level life. You are meant for more. You are not meant to just help specific people. You are meant to just be healing energy wherever it's needed. That's your path. And it's a powerful one. It's an exciting one. It's a fulfilling one. It's a freeing one. So take it. This was your calling. This was your wake-up call. It's your turn. It's your power. It's your time to become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a different perspective, or a positive perspective, on your situation to help you make your way through it. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It'll keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group all down below. I've been posting a lot more on Instagram, especially in the stories. So if you want more content, if you want to, just be more into this energy, make sure you follow me there. Now, I am a mindset coach and I work with people. If you listen to this episode and you want some of that, you're thinking, how can I make this shift? What if I had somebody in my corner guiding me every single week? This is what I do in my mindset coach program. We have one-on-ones every single week to talk about what it is that you're going through, following a program that I put together to keep you aligned. It's a powerful one. If you want more information on that, you can reach out to me via Instagram. I'd be happy to talk about it with you there. There's also a link down below. If you'll fill that out, I'll reach back to you as well. And then, of course, I have my new program, Freedom Fundamentals. This is for somebody that wants to dive into health, wealth, and happiness in a community setting. In the wealth portion, we're talking about real estate, how to make money in real estate. And in the mindset, of course, it's more of this stuff, really guiding you to help you become the person that can achieve it. So if you want information on that, again, Instagram's probably the best place. But of course, if you fill out the link below, I will get back to you on that as well. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.